So how do you quit keto? I'm about to tell you. Yo, what's goody everybody? Welcome back to another video. It feels so good. It feels so good to finally be back in front of this camera, back to you guys. As you know, I was feeling under the weather if you've been following me on Instagram. Definitely feeling under the weather last week and into this week, but I'm feeling good, feeling great now, ready to get back into the gym. But I got an interesting question, guys. I got an interesting question on my Instagram, and what that question was is, Logan, how do I quit keto? You know, I've been doing keto for a couple of months now. How do I quit? And that's a great question. So whether you're someone who's been doing keto for years, like myself, doing keto for a couple of months or maybe even a couple of weeks, let's just face it, there may be a point where you want to quit. And so there is a strategy on just quitting keto. You know, I definitely wouldn't recommend, especially if you're someone who's been doing keto for a long period of time, to just say, all right, I'm done, I'm going back to high carbs. You're just setting yourself up for disaster. So we're gonna break it down like this. If you've been doing keto for years now, there is definitely a strategy you want to use when quitting keto. So the strategy that I would highly recommend is to ease into carbs, okay? Ease into it. I'm not talking go 200, 300, eat 400 grams of carbs in a day. I would ease into it. I would go maybe 50 for the first week. The second week, go up to 100. Then the third week, maybe go up to 150, 200, and then eventually go up to wherever that needs to be, 300 or plus. I don't know. I mean, personally, I think 300 grams of carbs a day is just way too much. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't see the average person needing to eat 300 grams of carbs a day. I just don't. Maybe your favorite YouTuber does, but I guarantee your favorite YouTuber probably is a CrossFitter, probably does a lot of workouts, probably in great shape, and probably expends a lot of energy. Now, for the average person, I don't think they need to eat that many carbs. I definitely believe you should ease into it and then eventually get up to that 200, 250 mark. Now, if you're someone who's been doing keto for a couple of months and weeks, you got a little more room to play with because you're not so sensitive to carbs. You gotta understand, if you've been doing keto for years, you're really gonna be sensitive to carbs. So if you were to just dive back in, you could really mess things up. And I'm assuming, this is just what I'm assuming, the average person who does the ketogenic diet does it for some type of weight loss. Now, I know that's not true for everybody, and you may be watching this, you're like, Logan, I don't need to lose any weight. I just do keto for the mental clarity, the health benefits, and that's awesome. But for most people that I know and most people that I work with, do keto to lose weight, to try to get in better shape, to lose body fat. So if you're doing keto, you lost all that weight, okay, you know what? I did keto, I reached my goal, time to go back into carbs. If you just jump right in, you could be setting yourself up for disaster. You can gain all that weight back. Your body can have just a negative reaction to just having carbs. It's just a really ugly feeling that you just don't want. So just be careful. Again, it's not gonna happen for everybody. For those of you who've been doing keto for a really long time, you don't wanna dive right back in. And again, I'm assuming whether you've been doing keto for years, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, I'm assuming that the reason why you probably did keto is because you wanted to lose weight. So whether you already reached that goal or maybe it just wasn't working for you. I've said this many times. Keto is not for everybody. It just doesn't fit everyone's lifestyle, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Find whatever diet or which way you want to eat that fits your lifestyle. Because if you're doing something at the end of the day that you're miserable doing, I would say, what are you doing? Life is way too short to be doing anything that is miserable. And yes, that includes keto. So if you were to come to me and say, dude, I am so miserable eating eggs and bacon and avocado. I need my cereal, I need my bananas, I need my candy. I don't know, maybe that's what you need. Go have it, don't be miserable. I mean, it's your life to live, right? And so again, for those of you who've only been doing keto for a short period of time, you can get away with having a little more carbs than someone who's been doing it for a couple of years. Now, at the end of the day, guys, just be smart about it. And again, Don't feel bad that keto didn't work for you. Don't feel bad like, oh, I'm quitting keto, like, oh man, I feel like such a failure. You tried something, which I'm giving you props for that. Hey, you tried something, you were brave enough to try keto. It didn't work for you, it's okay. You move on to the next thing, right? So that is my best recommendation for anybody wanting to quit keto. You have to ease into carbs, okay? Ease into it, especially if you've been doing it for years. So there you go, guys. This is my quick little video. If you did like this, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching this right now, you know what that means. That means that you woke up somewhere, that means that you are winning. So all your stress, all your problems can't face you, can't face me, because you and I are already winning, fam. Woo! Feels good to be back, baby. It feels good to be back. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.